Alright, hey, it's Meg here. This is the after action review for Wednesday Night Drags, April 14th, 2021. This will probably be the only April Wednesday Night Drags I'm going to do. They only have 2 this month for whatever reason, this week and next week. So, and I have I'll have a hair scramble race at Hollister Hills on Sunday. And I'm pretty sure I'm not going to want to race. I'm not going to want to do anything the next day because I'm going to be like so tired, okay? And then I got to get the second COVID-19 shot on like Tuesday or something. And yeah, I'm not gonna feel good after that either. So yeah, it's like a double whammy, man. I'm gonna be like super tired, and I'm gonna have this COVID vaccine. So the last time I got it, I was not feeling well. So this will probably be the only one for this month. Sorry, guys. And yeah, so let's get started. So the next one will be in May, okay? But I had a whole lot of fun tonight, and I did pretty good. Like, I've been not doing so good the last couple times that I went. You know, like this was few weeks ago. They had the 1/8 mile, and then last year, you know, I would just like lose in the first round, and that's no fun, man. The best way to win is to just like legit beat people. You know, I don't like it if somebody messed up or anything. I like to just destroy people. That's what I say, okay? But anyway, so I did, let me see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I did 6 runs tonight, all right? So, all right, let's begin the after action review. So an after action review is what was supposed to happen, what really happened, what we could do to improve or change, you know, next time, and things that you could do to, you know, to maintain, okay? All right. So what was the purpose of this Wednesday Night Drags? So we're supposed to go to Wednesday Night Drags and race the Lightbee again. All right. I love racing this bike. It's fun. The last time it did give me some grief with the primary drive chain. I 86'd it, and yeah. So I'm running the good old OEM belt, sorta, the Lunicycle one. And I'm not gonna lie, it's still a little bit noisy. I think my pulleys might be worn out or something. Hopefully it breaks in or something. You know, the pulley got a little scuffed up when the belt broke last time. Okay. But anyway, so we get there. The weather's pretty nice, and yeah, so we raced the Wednesday Night Drags. That's what happened. But yeah, I got there pretty early again, too early, and then the weather was great. It was probably like 70s. I was getting the allergies though, you know. So it's that time of year, you know. Yeah. So we go and tack and everything, and then we go stage. We go. You know, I get my pit area, and then I download the bike, and then off we go. All right. Okay. I forgot. Okay, one thing to improve, I forgot to bring the spare battery this time. I didn't bring the spare battery, I didn't bring the generator, I didn't bring the charger, so, you know, there was no way to charge the bike. You got whatever's left in the tank, okay? So it was 100% charged. I had the 21700 Lightspeed pack in it, okay? And yeah, so we ran it down to 75% tonight, so pretty good. And I have to say, the performance was consistent all night long. The bike ran great. No hiccups, no wheelies, no crazy stuff. Okay, and there was a couple instances where the bike kind of ran a little funny, but for the most part, by the numbers, it did pretty damn good. All right, so here we go. Okay, so we got the first run. Who did I race on the first run? I freaking can't remember, but they did 103 miles an hour. I forgot who I raced the first. Sorry guys, I forgot who I raced for the first race. But anyway, doesn't matter because we're racing against ourselves pretty much. All right. I got a .110 reaction time. Pretty good. Anything around a tenth of a second is pretty good for Hades Mega. Okay. I got a 60 foot at 2.543, a 330 foot at 6.768, 660 foot at 10.694 at 59.86 miles an hour, 59.86 miles an hour, 1,000 foot of 14.453, and we had an ET of 17.906 at 63.54 miles an hour. So yeah, it's not the best that the Light Bee has ever done. I know that bike can go a little bit faster. We can get like low 17s on this bike if the stars align. Okay, so let's say. All right, so that was the first run. Solid pass. I remember, like, yeah, it was, I just did the thing, man. I took off, no drama, just off we go down the drag strip, and nothing crazy happened. So that was a good first run. Okay, that's the first run. Okay, and then the second run, and there was a lot of people tonight, so we had to wait a lot in between races. It kind of sucked. So, reaction time .169. I think I'm racing Sean in the MV Agusta F4. Yeah, F4, and the other bike's really fast. Okay. I got a .169 reaction time. A little bit slower. 60 foot as a 2.591, 330 foot 6.782, 660 foot 10.682 at 60.24 miles an hour and 1,000 foot 14.387, and ET is 17.772 at 64.59 miles an hour. So we got a little bit faster, did we? Yep, we got a little bit faster. We did 17.9 and then we went a 17.7. Wow, we went a 0.2 faster. Holy moly, that's actually pretty good. Yeah, pretty good. Okay, so that was the second run. Slower reaction time, but I went faster down the strip. All right, you gotta tighten up your shot group, Hades Omega. Well, just a little bit. We're doing okay. Okay, third round of practice comes along, and I pull a .050. Very good. I pretty much cut my reaction time down in half. Very good. Those are some winning reaction times right there. And I got a 60 foot of 2.579, 330 foot 6.796, 660 foot 10.721 at 59.91 miles an hour, 1,000 foot 14.456 at ET 17.869 at 64.35 miles an hour. So we got a little bit slower. So the first round it's time for elimination. So the first round we got the first round we got 17.9, the second round we got a 17.7, and then I got a 17.8, almost a 17.9. So yeah, we're like 7, 8, and 9. All right. So I'm like, all right, just you gotta pick a number that you won't break, And I went with 17.7. All right. Yeah, I think there was a bit of a headwind. They didn't have the U.S. flag up today, so we couldn't use normally that's what I do. I use the U.S. flag as a wind sock sort of, and depending on where it's blowing and how hard it's blowing, you can tell how hard. What I had to do was wait till somebody did a burnout, and I would look at the smoke and see how fast the smoke would move. And most of the night was a headwind or a crosswind. Yeah, that's what I'm going to say. All right, and it wasn't too windy, but it was enough to affect our times. Okay, so I think the wind might have died down a little bit. I don't remember. I don't quite remember. But anyway, the first race I raced against number 86. Who was 86? Okay, that was Sean. Okay, we raced Sean earlier in the MV Agusta F4. Okay, really fast bike, and yeah, so I dialed a 1770. We ran a 17.7, 17.8, 17.9. So I said, the safe thing to do would be to put 17.7. We won't break out, don't break out, bro. All right, and don't red light like last time. So I ran a reaction time of .011. Oh, not bad. That's a really good reaction time. That's our best one of the night so far. During eliminations, yeah, that's a good pass. 60 foot 2.591, 330 foot 6.8, 660 foot 10.711. At 60 miles an hour, the 1,000 foot was a 14.462, and then my ET was 17.904 at 63.77 miles an hour. So we're getting, our speed's around 63, 64 miles an hour, so that's good. We're not really getting slower or faster. It's consistent. And we're hitting 17.9 ET, so we're like on the slower end of the spectrum. So I could actually, if I can dial my time up a little bit if I wanted, if I wanted to. All right. So anyway, I won that round because Sean red lit. Okay. And the sad thing is, like, they totally screwed everybody on the right side of the tree. On the right side of the tree, because it was they made it the tree, so they made it so like you can change like what tree you want. I'm like, man, why don't they just use the one that we freaking use all the time, the pro tree, right? The pro tree is the one where it turns yellow and then green, and then they have another one, I don't know, the not pro tree, and it just blinks yellow, 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 then green, okay, or yellow, yellow, green, something like that. Yeah, so he red lit because he didn't know the light was like thing. So like I didn't even see him pass me. he just bailed right away. I was like, because he red lit. He knew he red lit because the light was like messed up. So I kind of won that one. I kind of didn't win it fair and square. I'm not gonna lie. They probably should have ran us again, but man, that was a good run for Hades Mega. So I think if Sean had a good pass, I would have given him a run for his money. Sean's pretty good. Like, was it the last time we raced? 86 was he? Yeah, he was 86, and he ran a 10.370. Okay, let's say he dialed 10.6. So he was like a tenth off, and he would have broken out. So yeah, I don't know. That's a good question. I don't know what would have happened if it was a legit. Like, I think he let off too. Like he didn't even complete it. He just like kind of just went really slow the rest of the time. He knew he lost already. Okay. So the next race. Right. So I had to go on the right this time. All right, the right. Who did I race? I don't know. I don't know his name, but I raced a dude in a yellow R1, one of those 50th anniversary R1s. Boy, was it fast! I'll tell you that. When I saw it pass by, whoosh! It just blew right past me.
I won! Woo! Holy shit! I lit off at the end because I crossed the finish line. Damn, that guy took off like a freaking rocket right next to me.
But I dialed a 17.8. What did we dial? We dialed 17.7 last time, and then I dialed a 17.8 so we can get a little bit closer to that 17.9 that we ran last time. All right, and we had a reaction time of .061. Pretty good. That's the third fastest of the night. It's pretty close to the 050 that I got last time. We got a 60 foot of 2.552, 330 foot of 6.772, 660 foot of 10.738, and then the 59.18 miles an hour, 1,000 foot of 14.508, and then we got a ET of 17.972 at 62.86 miles an hour. All right. What happened to the other dude? He got a 10.5. He dialed a 10.5 and he ran an 11.372. Something happened. He messed something up. Okay, maybe he didn't get a good launch. I don't quite remember. I didn't even talk to him, so he just kind of just took off. But yeah, he did something where his dial was like off. His dial was off by like almost a second, like 0.8 of a second. And his reaction time was not as good as mine. I had a better reaction time. Yeah, I had almost twice as good reaction time. Man, I'm doing so good on this bike tonight. All right, and yeah, we got the 17.9 again. So, and it was pretty windy, so we're getting slower, and the bike is getting slower because the voltage is getting lower. Okay, and then so we got the next race. I'm on the right again, but that's okay. I was on the right last time and I won, so whatever. I raced Tom and the FZR, the Yamaha FZR. I raced Tom a bunch of times. He's a good dude. And I dial a 17.8, okay? Because I'm thinking like, oh, the wind died down. There was like no more wind. I was like, whoa, what happened? There's no wind all of a sudden. Okay, so I'm like 17.8. I was gonna do 17.75, you know. No, what was I gonna do? Yeah, I don't know. I was kind of bouncing around, doing 17.8 or 17.7 or 17.75. I knew the bike was getting slower because we were at like 17.9. I want to be as close to 17.9 as possible, but then the wind died down. I think I was gonna do 17. Yeah, I think I for some reason I was gonna do 17.75 and I decided to do 17.8. I was just like, just go with the lowest you had before. Like, there's no way you're gonna get a 17.7, right? The 17.7 is the fastest pass of the night, right, Merlin? So I ran a. Oh, okay. Let me tell you what happens. So I roll up to the light, and I've been doing what I've been doing the whole night. So what I've been doing is I've gone to stage, and then like I'm in the middle where all the lights are on, and then I go to deep stage a little bit, where the top two lights turn off. Okay, that means you're deep stage. Okay, and then I roll forward just like a teeny tiny bit, like maybe like an inch or two, you know, like 2 inches, and that's how I know, like, yeah, man, we can get a good reaction times if we're like right here. So, and then I did that the rest of the night. That's how I got the really good reaction times last time, the .050 and all that stuff. Okay, so I do that, and then I kind of rolled too much forward. I knew, I was like, oh, I think I rolled too much forward. Shit. And I was like, whatever, just go. Just roll with it. Just try not to take off so fast. Because I'm like, oh, you might red lit. Don't red light, Merlin. You'll immediately lose, okay?
Oh, I kind of... Oh, I went too far! I hope I didn't red light.
And so I don't know. I think I must have been... I was a little sluggish on the throttle. But I kind of just launched it, you know, like I saw the yellow and I went, okay, so, but I don't think I was, yeah, I don't know, man. I don't quite remember. It all happened so fast, but I was afraid I was gonna red lit, but I didn't red lit, okay, because I got a reaction time of .232, the worst reaction time of the night. I don't know what happened, man. And then I got a 60 foot at 2.486. 330 foot 6.669, 660 foot at 10.545 at 60.74 miles an hour. 1,000 foot was 14.228, and I ran a 17.636, the freaking fastest time of the night. Can you believe it? And I'm low state of charge. Well, not low state of charge, but it's the lowest state of charge. I'm like at 75% already, like 78 volts or something. And I ran a 63.71 miles an hour. So I don't know what happened, man. We went faster. It's because the wind, there was no wind. That's what happened. And so what happened to Tom? Tom dialed in a 13 seconds flat, and he ran a 12.871. So it's a double breakout. We both broke out, okay? So yeah, so it's a really close race, guys. This is a really good last race, okay? Check this out, okay? So I dialed a 17.8 and I ran a 17.6, so I'm like a little bit more than 0.2 of a second off, okay? Tom dials 13 and he runs a 12.871, so he's a little less than 0.2 of a second, okay? And then he had a better reaction time than me. He had a .141 reaction time, so he was like twice as fast as me on the reaction time. So yeah, he wound up taking me out by 0.0351 seconds. 3/100ths of a second he beat me. Could you believe that? But yeah, it was a double breakout. So what happens when you do a double breakout is you calculate who breaks out less, and Tom broke out less by 0.0351 seconds. Can you believe that? That was a really, really close race. Okay, we both broke out because the wind died down, and like we both ran really good. So that's what happens. So double breakout, and Tom won by just a teeny tiny bit. Now, had I had the like good reaction times I had before, like a .050, I probably would have beat Tom. Yeah, that's what I was thinking, man. If I had a good time, I would have a good reaction time, I would have beaten Tom. I'm like, nah, damn it, like, come on. I just had to mess up getting to the line and everything, you know. I was like, damn, I screwed up. I went a little too far, and then like I freaked out, and I guess I kind of went sluggish on a throttle. Now, I even yeah, I remember Tom was behind. Like I was waiting for Tom to pass me, and like he wasn't gonna pass me. Because you're gonna try to finish to get to the finish line in time, you know, and I actually let off just a tiny little bit at the end because I didn't think Tom was gonna pass me, and he just passed me at the last second. So yeah, actually, but I think letting off would have helped. I think it helped, and my time would have been worse if I didn't let off. So that's what happens. That's racing, man. What can I say? We both went faster and we both broke out, but he broke out by less. So. He's been a loss. He's been a loss in the third round, and that was a semifinal too. I wasn't able to take a semifinal trophy home, unfortunately. I asked them, and like they're like, no, we don't got any. I was like, oh well, it's okay. I already got 2 third place trophies. I don't really want another one. I think last year I had third place 3 times. And I got my first third place of the year, okay? It would have been nice to get a second place trophy. Oh, well. And then what happened was Tom raced Doug in the final, and Tom did like a wheelie or something, and then Doug wound up winning again. So Doug got the first place trophy, Tom got the second place trophy, and I was rooting for Tom because he beat me, so. And Doug wins all the time, man, so. All right, so yeah, that's the end of Wednesday Night Drags. April 14, 2021. The bike did really good. I was really happy with it. I need to tighten the chain. It's all right, I guess. I'm gonna take it out for DoorDash tomorrow, and then put the dirt wheels on it, and we're gonna go race it again this weekend. So in the Hollister Hills Hare Scramble. Look forward to that. This little guy, you know, it's so much fun. And now that I fixed it again with the belt, it's still good, man. But yeah, it ran really consistent and no hiccups. You know, I think I got this bike dialed in pretty good. I don't want to touch it anymore. I'm going to leave it as it is. All the tuning and everything. So I'm pretty happy with it. And hopefully it'll do good this weekend. Alright, here's me out. I had a lot of fun, though. I'm glad it came out. But I won't be able to come back out until May. Alright, here's me out.